Welcome to the Energy Hour. The Energy Hour is brought to you by Quality Home Improvement, Southern California's premier residential and commercial contractor, making homes and businesses energy efficient, one building at a time.
Hey, Mark, what's going on?
Chris, it appears we're back by popular demand.
Man,
what a blast.
You are like nationwide, dude. I expect some calls from like London next week. Can you help people out over there too? Can you help people in London? Come on, man. I'm serious. Egypt. Come on, you're like a global star now. Hello?
There's so many great Americans, back to the 95% rule.
Oh, yeah.
To help out.
Yeah.
We'll focus on at home for now.
Okay, so California is where we're going to dig in.
Yep.
And then if we have to, I guess you can do a national tour maybe. Speaking in front of people.
We've got teammates all over.
Right?
All
I mean,
over.
WFG, baby. Give me a high five.
Yeah.
Bingo. WFG's in the house. So here we are today, folks. We're with Mark Scholl of WFG World Financial Group. And last time we did I think it was episode 11.
Yes.
Mark came out with this amazing approach of how to help people. And you know what? We took all these little unnecessary things that we do. We gathered all that pocket change and the other things that we were doing and created a crazy portfolio for retirement or for a grandkid or something like that.
Sure.
Or somebody that's just a millennial that's starting out that really wants to put it in play.
Yep.
So Mark can help people out. Just all he does, he guides people in the right direction. And that's key. Because you can walk into any financial institution, they'll try to sell you 1,000 different things, but it may not make sense for you.
So, Chris, to your point, and we've done this twice now, or we're doing this twice now, and it's so funny because I've gotten a ton of positive feedback and compliments, and you're going to duck me on this, but the reality is you're half the reason. And for some reason, there's a whole Batman Robin thing going on here. But to your point, back to the business side, let me do a little detailed illustration on the statement you just made. What we have found in this industry that we work in, picture this here as an example, and feel free to lie. Where do you bank at?
I've got two different banks. I've got Chase and I've got Wells Fargo.
So Wells Fargo is the worst of the two, so let's pick on them.
I'm understanding that. Yeah. Thanks.
So check it out. So you walk into Wells Fargo how many times in your life, business and personal? Thousands?
At least 1,000.
Okay. So when you walk in, does the manager cruise over to you and go, geez, Mr. Moss, you've been killing it. We're watching you close. And you know what we're thinking, Mr. Moss? We're thinking you need to talk to one of our financial planning experts. How often do you get approached by that?
I've went in there many, many times, and I've never been approached by anybody. The only thing they approach me with...
You have enough toasters.
Not only the toaster thing, but this is serious. They fill out my deposit slip. I mean, that's kind of cool. It's courteous. But are you kidding me? They should be hitting me up with all kinds of, what are you not doing? Right
after that, do they guess your weight?
Well, you don't want to see that, but they don't.
So, and here's why. We talked about it last go around on the world famous episode 11.
Yes, sir.
Here's why. We're non-players in their eyes. We don't have the big portfolio, $50K, $100K, $250,000, $500,000, $1 million.
Sad, man.
We're not players. So we're kind of pawns, not to sound too disrespectful to our 95%, clan.
We're the guys they want us to overdraw and bang us $35 a pop.
Correct.
Right?
So we don't fit their box. We don't fit their financial profile. The beauty of that, and sitting here talking to you, is that 95% is our, again, target audience, the regular people. We will put clients in a financial package path, if you will, for as little as $50, if not less. There's a million options out there to do, and we entertain that crowd and educate that crowd. We show them the possibilities that the Wells Fargo manager's not talking to you, because quite frankly, you and I don't rate.
That's true, but unfortunate.
It's very true.
You go to these banks and you give them all this money. Of course, again, like we talked about, they take your money and they lend it out to XYZ for 8 to 10%. And then, they, at the end of the day, man, if I'm overdrawn by a penny, it's $35.
So check this out. We covered this last week, and here, Batman and Robin again, you go down a path, and I'm going to fill it up. So I ran some numbers since I've been away on what you just said when a bank loans out vis-a-vis credit card, car loan, whatever.
Yeah.
Check this out. Follow me. All right.
Yeah.
So we've got somebody that's 30 years old. We're going to keep the numbers simple. That's
fair.
Yeah.
I feel 30.
Yeah. So this person's 30 and they've got 10 grand.
Okay.
And we learned about the rule of 72 last week. The interest rate that you're getting on your return on investment, i.e. your checking account, savings, CDs, and what have you, you take that, you divide it by 72. Right. That'll tell you how many years that 10K will turn into 20. You follow me?
Yeah, I do.
So we did that last week. So a person takes the 10K, I ran some numbers, and they go ahead and put it into their bank. Rule of 72, you're gaining 1%, and I'm being nice. It literally will take you 72 years to get 20K. That's ridiculous. You'll be dead.
That's just stupid.
Right? So you go up to 2% into 72. That's 36 years, and on and on and on and on. Here's Chris's example, and I actually broke it down. I'm looking at it on my notepad. Let's say a bank loans out money to us 95%ers, and I'm going to be gracious and say 12%. Okay? So if you take 12 and divide that into the 72, the phrase we use around the office is, the phrase we literally use is doubles. I got a double. Okay? And we're not talking baseball. So check this out.
Nice.
So 12 into 72 is 6.
Yeah.
So the money, whatever the amount is, today it's 10K, is going to double every 6 years.
6 flipping years. So
what I'm illustrating is the higher interest rate you yield, the faster your money doubles.
You get to reach your goals, right?
Right. 1%, 72 years. 12% yield every 6 years. Follow?
Yeah, I do.
Now check this out. I'm going to take the 10K and the 29-year-old gentleman. In 6 years, he's going to be 35. At the 12%, let's say he's yielding 12%. At 35, he's got 20K. That's cool.
Yeah.
Another 6 years, he gets another double, so he's age 41. Now he's at 40K.
Nice.
This is the snowball from last week.
Yeah, there we go.
So now he's 41 at 40K. Tack on another 6 years. Now he's only 47. He's up to 80K.
80 grand.
Okay. The person with the 1% and the other column is already literally dead 6 feet under. This person here with a good rate of return, 12 points, and you can do that in the products that we offer. You can all day. So now the 47-year-old, tack on another 6, he's age 53, he's at 160K.
That's insane, man.
It gets better.
Insane.
His golf swing's getting a little rusty. He's age 59, but he's sitting on now 320K.
Oh, my gosh.
Age 65, the year of retirement. Now, understand, this started at an egg of 10K.
10K, right.
Age 65, he's now at 720K at 12 points.
That's
you
insane,
following me?
Man. That's insane.
But his golf swing's not too gone, so he's still trucking. Now he's age 71. His money is now, from the 10K seed, $1.44 million. Wait. We're all living longer, yes or no?
And this is 29, 30 years old.
With 10K seed money.
This is insane.
Yep. It's the power, and we've all heard the phrase, it's the power of compound interest. Now, let's cap off this gentleman. He's at 77. His money doubled.
Oh, my gosh.
1.44 times 2 is easy. 2.88 million. Let's say, because I'm going nuts here, He's 83 because we are living longer.
Hey,
He's
yeah,
healthy.
people are living that long.
His 10K seed money at age 29 has turned into $5.76 million. Do you think your bank is happy to cut you a check for $80K?
Absolutely. Hell, I do it all day long.
Okay.
That's just crazy, man.
So wouldn't you like to learn as a civilian, a 95%er, we've coined a new club.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you like to learn to bank where the banks bank? Put your money where the banks do.
Well, you don't have to learn. You just have to call Mark. And there you go. You know? I don't want to learn all that stuff. I want to go to the place.
Yep.
Hint, hint, WFG.
Yep.
And I'm not saying it should really be OMG. It's WFG,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
It's crazy.
Yep.
So all we got to do is find somebody like Mark and who wants to share these stories with you to help you put the money in the right place. Here's what really blows me away. Carter just turned 6, and you're talking about the 6s right now, right?
Yeah.
So 12, 18, 24. Holy crap.
killing
That's 4 more times. Yeah. You were at what?
Doubles.
You were at what? What was the highest one? Like $5 million bucks?
5.76.
So he would have had 10, 20, 40,
Yep.
$80 million?
He'd be doubling like a
Are
madman.
you kidding me?
Yeah.
Wow.
World famous Carter now. He's
Carter.
a legend. He's a legend.
Carter. We're going to call this the Carter rule.
Yeah.
Right? Start him off early.
Yeah.
Even if you got to start at 6, do it.
So
even the guy at 30 is kind of happy.
he's doing great.
You know, he's sitting on his yacht right now.
So the phrase
Wow.
again we use around the office is
Doubling, man.
you're talking about generational wealth. We won't spend a lot of time on it, but you're going to put some seed money in for your grandson, and he's going to rock and roll, and he's going to
It's only 10 grand, Mark.
Yeah. So he's going to do this.
Wow.
And someday he'll hold court here and talk about what he did.
Right?
What you did for him.
After we're gone,
Yeah.
he'll kind of hang out and say, by the way, everybody, it was true.
Yeah.
But this is basic math.
Numbers
though.
don't lie.
Yeah, this is basic math.
Numbers don't lie.
I mean, why wouldn't you do this?
Numbers
Anybody
don't
can
lie.
do this.
Anybody.
It doesn't have to be 10 grand. How about this? How about take that busted 401k that everybody screams about? Hey, everybody, go get a 401k. Yippee. Are you kidding me? Put the brakes on. Stop right there. Grab all that money out of there. It doesn't even matter if you lose a little. Who cares at this point? Because you're getting beat up on that road.
Fees.
And flip and stick it into this annuity we talk about.
So
That's like a car with a rocket engine on it.
it's just the 95% don't know the possibilities. And not to beat a dead horse, you mentioned it last go around. The money people that were pre-programmed to talk about, seek out, is like Wall Street mentality people with 401ks and what have you. And again, they have their place. I'm not totally dogging them, but they do have their place. Regular people don't know. So let's.
This is why the 95% of the entire populace is broke.
Correct.
And tore up because nobody's educated anybody.
They're tired.
They're tired, man. We're like used tires.
Yeah.
This is messed up.
Yeah, they're tired. And the 5% don't share.
Well, they don't care. They don't have to.
Yeah.
They've silver spoon in their mouth. They've got all these things. You're not seeing them. Well, you see some of them doing some really positive things.
Sure.
You know, drug dealer turned rap star turned whatever. Okay, delivers a few bucks out there.
Marries Beyonce. Marries Beyonce. Sorry.
I mean, he needs to, right? I mean, that's called karma. He needs to give back to that, all the crap that he started in the beginning. But I'm talking about Joe Blow, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, 2 kids, white picket fence, a dog, stuff that we talk about all the time, that is not educated enough because he doesn't have time to suck this up, to watch. Hopefully he'll open his ears, listen to this on a podcast, and do something about it.
Yeah. That's what we're trying to encourage
You don't
people
speak
to do.
like Polish or Spanish or anything else, do you?
You should,
Chinese?
You should meet my team in Corona. We have everything covered.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you.
What, Filipino, everything?
Dude, we're loaded with nurses that figured this out, and they've stopped nursing.
So
in fact, we have to now import nurses.
Hang on. They stopped nursing because they're wow.
These guys that a greater amount of, if you want to break it up by ethnicity, in the group that I run with is heavy Filipino.
God bless them.
Yeah. It just took one or two. They figured it out. I'll tell you a fun story. There's a gal that runs an office. I won't use names. She was a nurse at age, I want to be wrong here, but for argument's sake, 55 years old.
Let's use 55.
So she was 55, and then she was introduced to somebody like me. She got it. Now, she's Filipino, so she doesn't sound really as clear as I do, and I'm having fun with her. But here's what she did do. She lit a fire under a bunch of people in her world. She literally never leaves the office. She does not run appointments with clients. She sends her team, her group out to do it, and she collects off of that, and she's probably doing about $300K a year. Now, and a reminder, because my naysayers...
And this comes from WFG.
Correct. Yeah,
WFG's making those payments. It's a way to say thank you for taking control, listening to the stories, watching the results.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Just a reminder, our providers, we put together plans and happen to use their product because it fits our client. I'm going to get back to Wells Fargo in a moment.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it fits our client, and we are paid by the provider. Anyway, so back to Wells Fargo.
That's a beautiful story, man.
It's true. So back to Wells Fargo. Not only are we non-players in their eyes, let's say you walked in, hey, Chris, I handed you the ill-fated 10 grand, but I made you commit that you had to invest that. So Mr. 95%, Mrs. 95% is going to wander down to her Wells Fargo and go, hey, I was given 10 grand. I'm not allowed to go to Vegas. I can't go to Mexico. I have to invest it. Can you help me? Now, are they going to look at multiple products that might serve you best, or are they going to put you in a Wells Fargo product?
Yeah, they're going to open up the Wells Fargo browser and look at that 401k that they constantly slap in everybody's face.
It's like, let's say I need a new pickup, and I'm enamored with Ford F-150s. But I go to the Chevy dealership and I tell him I need you to sell me an F-150. He can't. He won't. He's going to entertain Silverados.
That's right.
Because you're at the Silverado Bank.
That's right.
You follow what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So what we do when we sit down with clients, we sit down with families, is we reverse engineer again. We find out who they are. We pop the hood financially. What are their goals? Sounds corny. What are their dreams? What are they trying to get to? And then we reverse engineer how we're going to get them there. And we will pull different products off of different shelves that fit their needs.
Wow.
We don't have products, and we're not captive. We're not captive by our Wells Fargo corporate line.
Yeah.
Follow?
Thank God.
Yeah. So the biggest reason I'm here is we had so much fun last time, and
well, you got Curtis already so excited. He can't wait to throw his 401k away.
Yep.
He's going to see you next Tuesday, and you're going to help his family do the right thing.
Yep.
Are you kidding me?
Yep. Absolutely.
That was cool to see, by the way.
We're just scratching the surface. I heard him very clearly.
He's listening to episode 11 as we speak.
Yeah, twice.
I love it.
So let's talk today. Let's talk baby boomers, and for everybody listening, have some fun. This is Middle America. We had a slice of pizza, and I'm staring at a Coca-Cola can.
Right.
Thank you, Chris.
Hello. You're welcome, buddy.
I walked in, and there was pizza.
All these smiles.
Yeah. So, and I was joking with Chris's team here in the studio that today I am going to predict the future.
Yeah, you did, man. And I said, "Where's your crystal ball, Mark?"
Oh, it's in my lap. and watch how this goes.
I love it. Go ahead, man. It's all
watch
you.
How this goes. So we're all familiar with the phrase baby boomers.
Absolutely.
All right?
Yep.
So to bring everybody up to speed, a little history on baby boomers, post-World War II, 1946.
Yep.
Okay? So soldiers come home. They've been away a while. So here comes the rabbits. We miss our loved ones.
A whole lot of them.
A whole lot. Now, see, Batman and Robin again. Here we go. You were always teeing it up. People were blown away that you and I sit here and just talk.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Oh, you're not reading your script?
No, I don't have a script.
Shoot.
I have a pen. So they come home, and like you said, a whole lot of them. At one point, at beginning of baby boomer world, 1 out of every 3 U.S. citizens was literally a baby.
Absolutely.
That's a fact.
That's right.
1 out of every 3.
Every 3. Damn.
Crazy. So check this out. Picture this. If you could go back in time and somebody gave you a couple briefcases, $200K in each briefcase, and rewind back in time.
Wow.
Now follow my timeline, and when we're done, tell me what you would have done.
Yeah.
So here we go. 1946, World War ends, soldiers home, here comes the babies.
Yep.
Right? There was a company that either fell ass backwards into or was wise enough, I'm going to go with wise enough, with all these babies, they figured out, well, there's an audience, and I'm going to say that a lot. Here's an audience, 33% of the U.S., that needs to be fed. Do you know what this company was called?
I'm thinking
Gerber.
Oh, the Gerber
baby
guy.
food
Of
people.
course.
Okay.
Smart.
So here we go. Watch this path I take you down. And you've got your 400K or 10K, whatever.
Yeah.
And Gerber. How cool would it be to be in that family?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to predict the future. So here we go. So now we're cruising forward, and these babies are growing up. They need to play with toys. So here comes a company called literally Mattel.
Mattel, yep.
You familiar?
Yep.
Fisher Price.
Oh, my God.
We all had those
I
when we
still
were
got
kids.
a couple.
Yeah. So these guys were wise enough to
Target that market.
yeah, they were wise enough to target the market. We say around the office, serve the masses.
Serve the masses.
Okay.
Perfect.
So the little babies are growing up. Now they've gone from the baby food. They're doing Fisher Price and Mattel toys.
Yep.
They need to eat. A guy named Ray Kroc.
Oh, yeah. I love Ray.
Ray. So,
Great story.
Yeah. So here's a guy that opens a burger joint called McDonald's.
Oh, yeah.
You got to feed these guys, and he quickly duplicated them, and we all know who McDonald's is.
You
All
got
right?
one on every corner now. You kidding me?
Oh my gosh, for sure.
Jeez.
So there you are again, the right product at the right time, serving the masses. There I just borrowed from the great Steve Haig.
Chicken nuggets, baby.
Yeah. Okay. So the babies are continuing to grow. Now they're easing into their teens and what have you. The whole high school thing, right?
Oh, yeah.
See my timeline I'm building?
Oh, yeah.
They need to drive. 1964. What is the coolest thing that hit the road that Ford put out? Called a Mustang.
Mustang. That's right,
A
baby.
few grand or whatever.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Everybody had to have one. They were cool, right?
So expensive now.
Oh.
Should have saved 3 of them, right?
Yeah, for sure. So, here comes the cars. Here comes the cars. Now, what happens in those Mustangs, on Saturday nights?
Oh, yeah. Date night.
We start families.
That's right.
Okay.
More rabbits.
More rabbits. Baby boomers. You see they're transitioning to
That's
it?
right.
Young adults.
That's right. Yep.
Now, back to my timeline and predicting the future. So, now you've got your Mustang. You're out of high school. You're out of college. You get married. That's what middle America does, right?
That's what we did.
You need a place to live. There was a company many, many years ago, several of them, KB Homes for Coffin Broad.
Oh, yeah.
They're
Huge.
old company.
Huge. They built my home.
Lion,
Oh, yeah.
homes.
Lion family. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah. I hear tell that they live down in what's the snot-faced place in Orange County that's on TV? Coto de Caza.
Oh, Coto de Caza,
and
right.
they've got like a huge chunk. You can't touch them.
Yeah.
That's what I hear.
I think they own that huge estate, whatever it is.
They have a big
I'm sure
piece
they
of
got
property
the
down there. Mm-hmm.
the property rights, too, maybe. Who knows?
Excuse me, I went Middle America and got some Coca-Cola. So you've got my timeline from 1946 into 64.
Yep.
We're into Mustang, selling the Mustang. getting sidetracked, having some fun. Ford comes up with this thing called an SUV.
Oh, yeah.
You know, on and on and on and on.
Stick the family in.
Yeah, so now you're into houses. Now you're in the house. Here comes your children. You're a baby boomer, and you have kids. There's this weird little company called Apple that started in a closet, actually a garage, couple, 2 or 3 guys, right?
That's right. Jobs and his buddy.
That's right. And they create a product, the right time, the right place to serve the masses.
And everybody wanted one.
Yeah, and everybody has one. That, you know, you're right up there with Microsoft, Apple. So you see the timeline and how we as human beings in Middle America are flowing through that.
That's right.
Now here comes the future prediction part. So my fun little timeline, all of these bodies from infants post-World War to now they're full-blown adults with jobs, careers.
Yep.
That's 78 million babies moving through this window of time. You following me?
Wow.
So what happens now, the next step for baby boomers is retirement. There are 10,000 people retiring, something ridiculous like every day.
Yeah.
And this wave is building. This 78 million bodies are now rounding third and headed for home, i.e. retirement. They need to, and we're going to do this with Curtis and his mom. I hope he's listening. They need to move their money, whether it be pension or 401k, into a vehicle to where they don't get hammered.
That's got nitrous oxide on it. Mm-hmm. We're going to charge the hell out of that.
So having some fun with my industry, the average age of guy or gal in my industry is like 58.
Really?
Yeah. And,
wow.
And the fun thing is this industry is actually, I'll call it financial services. Most people want to say financial planners. That's derogatory, and I like that, so we're going to do that.
Okay.
Financial planners. The average age is 58. In this industry, there's not a really high percentage of new blood coming in. Now, where I'm headed with that is, picture 78 million people running at you that need to be fed financial independence conversation, but not enough people there to serve them. So
imagine that.
So, or we'll do old school. Your dad gives you a fishing pole. There's a barrel, and he loads it with catfish. You following me?
Fish in a barrel, baby.
Yeah, fish in a barrel. So here, this will really, really, really kick in around 2023. And then it'll go until 2034. Then we're going to keep packing the barrel. Here comes the fish.
23, that's huge.
And there's not enough boots on the ground in my industry, let alone intelligent, helpful ones. Now, if you didn't catch it, I just predicted the future.
No, you did.
You following me?
Absolutely.
So 78 million clients are coming and looking for help, or at least the greater percentage of them. Mind you, all the 58-year-olds are going away to retire, and there's not enough soldiers, if you will,
to give them the right information.
To help them. So if you're smart...
I think you should start a team, Mark.
If you're
giant team.
If you're smart, you hip people to what we do, and you offer them that chance to join up if they like, lock arms, and go out and tear it up. Because this 78 million audience members are coming, and they're going to need to be fed.
It's like doing a giant cannonball in a pool half the size, and you don't have enough towels.
Yeah. Well,
you know, here's the interesting part, man. World Financial Group is paying you to do this. Unlike other sources that I've heard of, these fees, all these guys do, they plunge this straw into your 401k, and they can't suck fast enough. You know, all these fees, broker fees, this fee, that fee. You know, I hate fees. Stop it.
So,
and they don't mind these. This is a fee world, man.
So here we go.
Come
again.
on, man.
Check this out.
They got to call you.
The audience.
They need to sign up, and they need to be WFG Junior Mark Scholes right now.
The audience that
Where's Carter?
The audience.
When can he join up?
That I've
okay.
met since
right.
we did this last
Yeah.
week. Some people, of course, I know, and some not so well, which has made it fun. I swear to you, it bears repeating. They think this chat is scripted. But
So,
here,
come on.
Yeah, but you just teed something up again for me. You just absolutely teed something up again.
Actually, I'm artificial intelligence.
Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Is that why the red?
I'm semi intelligent, but I'm artificial. Scripted. Oh Lord. Hey, you got a call from Washington.
Yeah.
Somebody called you from When's the last time you had a call from Washington to talk
Zero.
about stuff?
Negative
The
Ghost
greatest thing
Rider.
about it is, here's the neatest thing about this is, you have a partner who's at WFG in Washington
Several.
that's now going to hook this person up. You have facilitated and saved this person's financial future
Yep.
just by this dumb podcast.
So I'm on the phone yesterday. Took a call. I will drop a name and keep it simple. We'll make him famous.
Nice.
His name is Jeff.
Way to go, Jeff.
And we got to be talking about what, post-podcast, what it is I do. And he was very interested and had a ton of questions. We had a great chat. And because I just said Jeff, I can speak to it a little bit more. And he's not in Southern California. But he's a little bit younger than us. Family, kids are not out yet, but they're up, if you follow me.
Yep.
And he's entertaining a career change, maybe third quarter of this year. Works for a really large, very worldwide successful company. This guy busted his ass. He just borderline, he started in the warehouse, and now he's pure white collar.
Nice.
But he's talking about doing a change in third quarter. They offer a small pension. He's been funding his 401k for quite a while. He's been there a little over 2 decades. But he doesn't know what to do with it, and he's nervous. And he and I chit-chatted a little bit about the options. He's a bit fired up, and he had me forward the contact information to one of our really sharp gals in his neighborhood. And we'll see that he gets looked after. It'll be cool.
He needs to take every penny he has and fund X, Y, and Z, shove on that nitrous oxide bottle, and hit the go button, dude, and just let the 6 years double.
Yeah.
Just let the rules of 72
take over.
Work. It's magic. Does he realize if he can take, 50 grand or 100 grand out of something that's that vehicle, as they call it, it's not working? Why would you put gas into a car that's not working?
Because you're pre-programmed.
Oh.
Yeah, we're all pre-programmed.
Duh. This is ridiculous.
Yeah. So now I'm going to kind of merge. I'm gonna blend stories here. We have a client in our Corona office. I'll drop a name again.
Do it.
Because it's worth dropping. The amazing Laura Farrow.
Oh,
Okay?
she's spectacular.
Yeah, she's spectacular.
What's up, Laura?
The room says hi.
That's right.
So Laura had been introduced, it was last year, I believe, holiday time, doesn't matter, a retiring, soon to be retiring nurse, 401k. You're not allowed to touch your 401k until you retire. No. But if you get
until the day you die,
you get X amount age,
geez.
and depend upon the company and the way it's set up, you are allowed to move some. And her concern, as you could imagine, because 401ks are tied to Wall Street. I'm not a fan. But this gal is in her 60s, getting ready to retire, and she's nervous about what we call a correction coming, right?
yes.
She's like, I can't touch it, I can't move it. Laura puts on her cape, cruises in.
Superwoman. Here we go.
She gets on the phone. She asks the right people the right questions. she was able to, I'm not positive on the percentage, but it was definitely more than half of her 401k money that she didn't think she could touch, and Laura moved it. Not only did she move
What?
it, yeah, and took it off the playing field of potential havoc, she moved it and put it in a product. Now, Jeff, listen close, this is you. Put it in a product to where it is now going to create her a lifetime income.
Absolutely. You kidding me?
Yeah, Wells Fargo ain't doing that for you.
Wells Fargo. I mean, the only thing they're great at is the color red and horses and the $35 overdraft fee. You know.
So there's the two fun stories tied together.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And you know what? Did she move it over? Did she have to pay the Reaper on the way out?
No. It didn't cost the client because she was allowed to do it.
She got 50% of this money that's going to grow exponentially in a short period of time, and she'll have money to live on
for the rest of her life. So now she really sleeps well.
Are you? Wow.
And
I'm blown away.
Yeah, so she sleeps really well, and as wound up and stressed out as we are in Middle America at our 95% club, our cult we're in. Nobody really sleeps well unless they know what the future is and it's bright. So let's get everybody dialed in and set up, and I'll borrow from Abraham Lincoln.
So
Laura's
Laura's a champion.
Oh, daily.
Okay, Laura's a champion. I love it. That's beautiful.
Daily.
Way to go, Laura. Nice. Big check for you. Cha-ching.
Laura did get a big check for that. Guess from who?
No,
the provider.
I mean, in goodwill.
I know.
Yeah, and rightfully so.
Yeah.
Because WFG cares about
Yeah.
people's, not just the people that work with or for them. They care about the future's financial situation because nobody else is paying attention.
Nope.
This is the only company that pays attention.
And you said it last go around. Your grandparents didn't break this down for your
Mark,
parents.
I would have been a millionaire right now if somebody
would have changed your name to Carter.
That's so true, man. Mm-hmm. That is so true. So everybody that's got a kid, 6 years old, doesn't matter if you're retiring, take that 401k money out of there and put it into a vehicle and do something about not just your future. What about this? Let's just talk about this for a second, Mark. I mean, I'm so buzzed right now with all this stuff you've kind of thrown down my throat, which is fantastic.
Sure.
Let's take this another scenario. So the nurse is living successfully. She's retiring successfully.
Sleeping well.
God forbid she slips on a thing of soap and, she's on to the next lifetime. The universe has claimed, poor nurse, right?
Sure. Yep.
Can't she take that and give that to a sibling to do the same thing?
Oh, I'm sure it's dialed in somewhere. Have you met Laura?
Oh, she's incredible.
Yeah. So
hopefully she's got this trap that catches that situation, and I'm sure she does, that automatically goes to little Billy, little Sally, and Susie, who's going to be millionaires times 5 by the time they're 50.
Yeah. So
wow. She can't take the Batman name, though. That's mine.
No, that's yours.
You're Robin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Way to go. You can be Superwoman, Laura. That's insane.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, man.
She wears red.
She does?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That's fantastic.
Red cape.
Batman.
She has them hanging behind the door in her office. You just have to know that. You got to be
Superwoman
part of the family.
Laura. I love it, man. So you got this crystal ball, man, and you just told us the future.
Did I not just tell you what's coming?
Straight up, Mark.
That's what's
straight
coming.
Up.
And if you know it's coming, if you know you're going to be overloaded with fish in a small barrel, what do? You go get a fishing license so you're able to partake.
So I'm going to say something now, and I think it should be listened to very, very, just take this deep, right?
Sure.
Don't say anything.
Okay.
I think that everybody that is listening to this that wants to get into an opportunity needs to call Mark Scholl and be a little soldier, learn the ropes, and then let some fantastic company benefit you by helping others. I mean, all I heard was win, win, win. Yeah. Did you see any negatives there?
There aren't any.
I mean, they have this test that you can take, and you can become a magic man. You guys should be labeled miracle workers.
if given the chance.
You know what I mean? And put that together for people. How do they contact you if somebody wants to reach out to Mark Scholl and become Team Scholl?
So we did this on the last podcast, and I don't know if it's still put up or not. But
it's going to be there for life, by the way.
So, I like the rest of 95%.
Right?
I live on my cell.
That's right, man.
951-733-3769.
Say it again, Mark.
951-733-3769.
They can be on Team Mark. And, the greatest thing is Laura's in that office, right?
Oh, my. Yeah.
You got some crazy. I met a couple of people way up on the food chain.
Yep.
And you know what's an interesting thing about those people in that office? Everybody had a smile on their face.
Yeah.
They enjoy what they do.
I had the pleasure of speaking at an event in December last year down in northern San Diego County. Pretty good sized room.
Nice.
And I'll share the video with you. I'll try to.
Hey,
but with that being said, and I tend to date myself when I say this, but Chris, here we go. He teed it right up for me. When you come to our office or our business,
energy everywhere.
Yeah. Now here's the kicker, and I it's a running joke for me, and half the room gets it because they are my age, and the other don't get it. But anyway, most laugh their ass off.
Yeah.
You come to my office, and Chris, back me up on this.
Absolutely.
It literally is like the original Star Wars bar scene.
It
you
is.
got all sizes and shapes.
I love it.
All ages, all ethnicities. All the one common thread is what Chris is illustrating. Everybody there is really, really upbeat because they're constantly educating and helping people, and it makes you feel good. Now, not everybody makes the cut when they want to jump on into this business, at least with our...
Oh, but you got to just keep trying.
Yeah, you
keep pushing forward.
You have to be a certain type of person that is a Star Wars bar person and fit in.
Yep.
Otherwise, you'll get weeded out fast. And it happens.
Yeah.
So let's have some fun. I started mentioning Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
So he has a really cool saying, and I think about it every single day. If you want to predict the future, go out and create it.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
That's so slick, man. I love it.
So I know what I'm doing next year.
If you want to predict the future,
I just go out and create it.
And you are, dude.
Yeah. I'm going to be proactive, and I'm going to make that happen. So
the beauty of this whole thing is, man, as I can't say it enough, anytime that somebody talks about dollars and cents to me, your ears got to ring somewhere.
Yeah.
Because the first thing that I'm doing is saying, and I'm so happy you popped in with Curtis was sitting there.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
I'm a universe person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You feel the vibes.
Yep.
And that's just so beautiful.
Yep.
And, even if you don't participate on Team Mark, how about this? You can still be on Team Mark by socking that first 10 G's away. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You got not only Mark looking at your best interest, you've got this powerhouse World Financial Group that's been there, done that. They went through all the yeses and nos and do's and don'ts, and they created this perfect world, and it all makes dollars and cents.
We're in the top 1% of broker dealers in the nation.
That's insane.
$543 billion in assets.
Oh, my goodness.
It's very real.
Oh. You think they're going to have a problem paying their bills, Mark? Not anytime soon?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, WFG, man, it's beautiful to see how again, when I went into this room, man, all I saw were light bulbs flashing right above their heads and the smiles on these people's faces, the warmth, the generosity, the knowledge. Most importantly, the knowledge. Again, I'm tooting your and Laura's horn.
Yep.
I mean, you guys are spectacular.
Yep.
And then just the ability to take a moment out of your personal times, by the way.
Yeah.
Everybody's got lives, right?
Yep. We're all busy.
To sacrifice that and to put somebody in a car that's got wings.
Yep.
Oh, man.
With turbo.
Kaboom.
Sharks with lasers.
Nitrous.
Sharks with lasers.
Here we go.
Yeah.
it's just a great thing that you guys are doing, Mark.
Yeah.
And I can't say anything bad about it. And you know me, man, I'm a skeptic. If I could, I would.
Yep.
But I see this, and now you're going to help Curtis's family.
Yep.
Everybody that wants to get involved, Team Mark Scholl. Mark, say the number again. You got to say it.
951-733-3769.
And you work out of the Corona office?
Correct.
It's a beautiful place, too, by the way.
Yeah.
And you can get your little piece of real estate in there. You just got to talk to Mark about all that. Get involved, man. Yeah. If anything, I had a friend recently. Check this out. He had $100,000
Here it comes.
in his hand. And I literally wanted to choke this guy. He went out and he took it to Vegas. I'm just like, okay, he may have a 50-50, on black and in red.
Sure.
You know how much he came back with? He couldn't wait. This guy was 29 years old. He's a young kid, good friend of mine. Hey, don't worry. Yeah. Got this from my uncle. He retired. He died, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, my.
100 grand. Money to burn, right?
Yep.
Came back with $35K.
Wow.
He probably had a great time.
So
that was the stupidest financial time in his life.
So if I'm doing the math right, there are now seven people in Vegas that have the 10K seed money.
That's right.
And they're going to do well.
And they're going to WFG. That's right. Isn't that beautiful?
So,
oh my gosh, man.
I'm
baby boomers. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm kind of done here. That's today's fun lesson. I hope it made sense.
No, this is great, Mark. Thanks for sharing that knowledge. Yep. With me, and it makes sense. It's just
I predicted the future.
The rules of 72, baby. Get involved,
yep.
And most importantly, give Mark a jingle. You've got listen to the podcast. Share this podcast with everybody because all this is going to do is help infuse people become smarter with their money, and then everybody's going to have a smile on their face because at the end, it's all going to make sense.
Yep.
Right?
That's it, man.
Thanks again, Mark. I love you like a brother, man.
Love you too,
Thanks
man.
for hanging out.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
Go WFG, baby.
Thanks, Chris. Be
Talk
good.
to you soon.
Yep.
Bye now.
The Energy Hour was brought to you by...
Got your latest electric bill? Is it less than last month or last year? Probably not. But if you had a solar system from QHI, it would be. Your electric meter could be running backwards. Right now, get a QHI system installed for no money down, no out-of-pocket expenses. Get an immediate savings on your electric bill. Call 909-609-5437. Solar is all they do. Call QHI 909-609-5437. Got your latest electric bill? Is it less than last month or last year? Probably not. But if you had a solar system from QHI, it would be. Your electric meter could be running backwards. Right now, get a QHI system installed for no money down, no out-of-pocket expenses. Get an immediate savings on your electric bill. Call 909-609-5437. Solar is all they do. Call QHI 909-609-5437.
For beauty, efficiency, and power, the only product we know in the solar industry is Solaria. Maximum power. For nearly 25 years, Solaria has set the pace for solar panel performance, efficiency, reliability, quality, and design. Maximum power. Solaria continues to leverage its patented technology, engineering expertise, and sophisticated automation into creating one of the most attractive, energy-efficient solar panels available on the market today. Maximum power. What really defines home solar? How about Solaria? Quality you can trust for your home or business. Solaria is the new benchmark for solar energy. Where do you get this panel for your home or business? Go to QHIinc.com. That's QHIINC.com/Solaria. SOLARIA.
Thank you for listening to The Energy Hour. Visit them on the internet by going to QHIinc.com/TEO. That's QHIINC.com/TEO.